Grand Rising Auditor family, how the loved ones be? I want to come on here and talk to the auditors uh, that's doing great job across the nation, uh, and I wanted to speak with you for a minute. Uh, I'd like to give a shout out to J-Town Press Auditors for beautiful work that she's doing in the community auditing. I'd like to also give a shout out to South Florida Auditor Nick. Your brother is standing strong down there in Florida and trying to teach our people their First Amendment rights. I'd like to also give a shout out to Bay Area Transit Auditor up in Oakland, California, I also like to give a shout out to Long Island Auditor and other auditors who are doing an excellent job trying to teach our people and the citizens the right to film public officials in their duties. A lot of our people, the citizens, don't know the constitutional rights. And it's our job and our duty to help educate them. Because when you don't know your rights, they can easily be trampled over by the people who's supposed to protect your rights. We're not targeting the police or public officials for sinister reasons. We're trying to be transparent and educate them as well about the First Amendment. However, most public officials are either oblivious to the Constitution or they don't care. And it's our job to bring this to their attention that what we're doing can also educate them. So we want to keep auditing, and we want to make sure that the public understands their constitutional rights. As you all know, I just don't audit. I do law work. I do legal work. I'm very astute when it comes to the law. I understand how to interpret the law. I understand how to apply the law. And I am good with writing law. I don't see auditors who knows their Constitution filing any lawsuits on their own or pro se. Oftentimes, I think they have to go out and find a lawyer to do that for them. I encourage the auditors to also study the law and how to write law, how to file motions and complaints and other legal documents, so you don't have to retain an expensive lawyer who may take most of your money if you do win a settlement. So we should also know how to draft legal pleadings and file federal complaints on our own. That's just as important as knowing the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment. Auditors across the country must know how to file their own lawsuit or research federal case law to help them understand how to file a lawsuit. Like I say, I'm good with interpreting the law, I'm good with writing the law, and I'm good with understanding the law. I do my own litigation. I compose my own federal complaints. I write up my own motions, and I represent myself pro se. So I just want to encourage the auditors to learn about the law when it comes to having to file a complaint in federal court. Because if you don't know this, you have to go out here and find a lawyer who most of the time is going to charge you a bunch of money to do something that you can do with your own legal knowledge. We got to understand that it's very important to know this. But, you know, if you don't know the law or how to apply the law in a lawsuit, man, contact me, man. I can give you some assistance. I can help you out. I posted my recent federal complaint on her to show you that I know what I'm doing. So look at that. Look how it's drafted. And if you don't understand how to file a complaint, or you don't know how to research case law for a complaint, man, just hit me up. I can talk to you. We can talk. I can give you some pointers. And if need be, I know how to draft the lawsuit up. We need to know that that's very important to understand how to file a lawsuit on our own. Litigation can be very time consuming. And you have to know the law. You have to know how to apply. You have to know how to research cases that are relevant to your case. And you got to know how to write up your petition for court review. I'm good with that. That's all I've been doing for years. So I can help my auditing family compose a federal complaint so that the court can entertain the First Amendment, Fourth Amendment issues and claims in a federal complaint. So I just wanted to share that with my auditing family, that we got to understand that knowing the law and being able to file a lawsuit with regards to addressing the violations of our First, Fourth Amendment and other amendments is just as important as auditing. It's very important and just as important as auditing. What good is it to express your knowledge of the First Amendment, and then when it's violated, you got to go find a lawyer to file a complaint in federal court? Then that means you should know how to file your complaint as well. And understanding the law and knowing the First Amendment, they go hand in hand. So if you violate my First Amendment and it's a clear violation, then I have a right to seek judicial intervention to rectify that violation. But I can't do it if I don't know how to file a complaint, if I don't know how the legal process goes. Like I said, I haven't seen an auditor yet on her that is educating people and showing people that they know how to file lawsuits in court to address the violations that occurred. I haven't seen an auditor do that. That's why I posted a video showing that I know how to do legal work. I'm good at doing law work. So all I do is study law. I do that to help myself and help those who need me. So I want to encourage the auditing family to understand how to, do legal work as well. You tough with the First Amendment. You tough with the Fourth Amendment. But what good does that do when your First and Fourth Amendment is violated, when you have to go out and find a lawyer who's going to tax and charge you to do something you can do if you also study the law? And I think that's the difference between me and you, is that I know how to litigate a case in federal court, and you may not know how, but I am a part of the auditing family. And I ask that any auditor who need my assistance may contact me. This is what I'm here for, so we can make sure that the court understand what's going on out here. I also want to say that, we're doing a good job. We're not a threat to the government, to public officials. What we're doing is really transparent. We want public officials to know that, look, we have a right to do this. Don't blame us. Go talk to the United States Supreme Court justices who gave us this right. Go talk to the federal courts who gave us this right. Why be mad at me with a camera in my hand watching you, what you do in public, when you work for me? You have a supervisor at work that watches you, and you have cameras in your on your jobs, and they watch you all day long, but you don't have a problem with that. But soon as I enter a public building, a public facility with my camera, all hell break out. And you know that's not right. We're not in there to cause problems. We're not in there to violate the law. We're not in there to disrespect any public officials. We're in there to watch you and merely exercise our rights to record in public, so we can educate the public about these rights. Why would you give us problems for doing what the Constitution and the federal court system allow us to do? Why would you get mad at us? We haven't done anything wrong or illegal. But since people like you who refuse to acknowledge our rights under the Constitution, who do not deserve to work for the public, and we're going to expose you to the public, and if need be, remove you from public office. You, when it comes to the police, you took an oath to uphold and respect our constitutional rights. But 9.5 times out of 10, it's you who violates our rights. So I think the police need training when it comes to the Constitution. And I'll say this, if public officials don't get training about the First Amendment and the police don't get training about the First Amendment, you're going to continue to see lawsuits filed against these public officials. So, as I said, family, I'm ready to assist in helping the auditors across the nation file lawsuits, prepare lawsuits to protect your rights under the Constitution. Like I said, I do legal work. I'm good at it. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this, and I'm offering my aid and assistance to any auditor whose constitutional right may be violated and whose Fourth Amendment rights, First Amendment rights that are violated, who wants to go to federal court and seek judicial redress. I'm here to help you out and to aid you in doing just that. So look, stay strong, auditor family, and keep doing what you're doing. We got to educate the public on what's going on. And if need be, if the public officials continue to violate our rights and there's no other recourse than the federal courts, then hey, we got to do what we got to do, because the judicial system must know what's going on. And it's our job. We have a job to do. We work for the public too. Maybe in the private sector as recording and filming, but we work for the public because we're educating the public about what we're doing. So let's continue to do what we do. And again, if any auditor across the country who don't know how to do legal work, file lawsuits, then contact me. I'll help you out. Until then, peace and love. Continue to audit America. Peace.